My sister, Sarah, she was born with cerebral palsy, which is a pretty broad diagnosis generally. So it can mean anything from having balance issues or anything from more severe cases. My sister is kind of in the middle. She's wheelchair bound, has definitely some speech impediments, so it's harder for people who aren't around her all the time to understand her. So that takes some patience. She can't balance on her own, but she can weight bear. So basically she's wheelchair bound. We have a ramp van to get her around. She volunteers at Children's Hospital, and she also volunteers at our local library here in Haddonfield. So we got to that because she really likes to work with kids. It's hard to integrate people with disabilities, especially with, physical disabilities or intellectual disabilities. And I think maybe we need to be more open to finding places for them, or, finding how we can fit them into our society to be productive members of society and have a spot and have a place. For career services, the state of New Jersey does have a PATH, I think it's called a PATH program, I'm not sure, but they have a program to transition people with disabilities into certain career paths where their interests are, and then they will get a job coach assigned to them, and then they'll have goals and set those goals and see, depending what they want to do, try to find a job for them, which is really good. And I did ask my sister this morning. I asked her how can we be better? Like, think about going to CHOP or going to a library. And she said, just be more patient, because she does have a speech impediment. So it does take patience to either listen and try to contextualize what she's saying, or have her type it out on her iPad, which is another great resource. So I think just patience and open-mindedness, and don't be afraid. A lot of people are afraid. I'm afraid of other people with disabilities that I don't understand. So you don't need to be afraid. They're just, everyone is human, and everyone just wants to connect with other humans, right? So I think just those two things, the patience and not being afraid to ask questions and not assuming, I think that's really important and cool.